have to say, you know, I really enjoy my job, especially when Scott comes in from Wilderness Sports and does some of my shopping for me.
I'm trying.
You bring it to me, and I really appreciate that, Scott. Now, you have brought quite a few options for all you guys that need to pick out some of those Mother's Day gifts last minute, and Wilderness Sports is certainly a great place to do it.
Yeah, and we wanted to remind people that are out there and they're maybe thinking, what could I get for my mom? Or you know, my wife, my spouse, whoever it may be for Mother's Day. We have a pretty good selection of, you know, anything from activewear through casual wear, purses, accessories for women. I mean, it's not just carabiners and bikes.
Right,
so.
right. And I have to tell you, well, I was just in there the other day, and you have a great selection. But let's see what kind of bags you brought here. Now,
So,
this is really cool. What is this?
Yeah, this is from Lily Pond. It's kind of a general carry-all. You could put some yoga gear in there. It's got some straps so you can shoulder it over like a backpack, or carry it like a carry-on. It's got an incredible amount of volume.
That's nice. We like to have room in those purses.
We've got in new items from, you know, brands most folks in the county will know: Lily Pond, Sherpani, Ulm, which are some of these here. We do a lot of haiku, so we always have a lot of haiku bags. Anything from purses and wallets up through, you know, the larger carry-alls.
And so you can see some of the, you know, the smaller options here. And what I love about some of these brands, I mean, for instance, this one is great for not only, you know, being up here in Summit County, a little bit more casual, kind of has that, the material that's going to last a long time, but it also looks great if you're heading down to the city, too.
Right. It's actually a yoga mat.
Oh my gosh, is it really?
Absolutely.
That's so crazy. Love it. So obviously a lot of different options when it comes to bags, which I think maybe just all girls, I think we love to just have those things.
Right, and the thing with bags that are great, I mean, these pieces range from $20, you know, to $100. So depending on your price point, we've got something that can kind of fit for all budgets and something that, you know, any woman's going to be jazzed to get.
Nice, yeah. So you're not just like getting mom some kind of, I don't know, some of those like kitschy things that she's like, great, I'm never going to use this.
And flowers are nice. I mean, I get my wife flowers on
of course. I mean, girls.
Not so regular basis. But, and then they always love that. But these are things that they will have for years. You know, these are durable. You know, these are going to last a long time.
Sure. So. For the same price for flowers, you can actually get something that they'll use day in and day out for a long time. Now, you brought some outerwear options for us. So what did you bring?
Right. I just wanted to show some of the things that, you know, to let people know that we do more than just the functional gear. I mean,
I love
you know, the brands that we carry, you know, when you look at this is a dress from Patagonia. So they make things that, you know, really work, you know, for all occasions. In Summit County, this is formal wear. I mean, this is about as far as you need to go.
It sure is. But you know what I love about these kind of dresses too? I was just camping last weekend, and I was thinking, you know, we ended up kind of like going out and going into town to go out on the town. But this would be perfect, you know, for that kind of occasion too, to bring with you, and it's durable.
You know, the brands we're carrying and the stuff that we brought in, it's Patagonia, it's Cool, it's Lole. It's stuff that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you could shove it in a pack, you can shove it in a suitcase, you know, some of the different pieces that come together. This is from Cool. Wonderful clothing.
Oh my gosh, love this. How it's really good for layering, and I don't know if you can kind of see my hand through that fabric, but this would be, again, one of those things that's so great for, you know, wearing out on some of your adventures, but then it still looks good when you go into town.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's the half of the store that I don't think people always are aware of. Is the fact that we do make the casual clothes as well. I mean, most of what I wear in here, not that I'm always the king of fashion.
Yes, you are,
They
Scott.
come from the store. I mean, you know, for men and women, we sell those casual clothes and, you know, transition it all the way up to the functional gear.
And I just love it. There's so many different uses. Now, I see that you have some skirts over here.
We do.
Let's take a look at these. Now, these, I think, also are one of those essentials up here in Summit County for the ladies that are so nice to have.
Here,
and especially,
I'll hand you one.
Oh, thank you.
That's a Patagonia piece.
Yeah, with some of these links, I mean, they're just so nice to have, especially on some of those days that maybe you want a little bit more coverage.
Right.
And, of course, they're really comfortable, too. And, I mean, obviously, the little details you have, you know, the little strings on the side that are going to kind of cinch at your waist.
Right.
And then
that's a Prana there. Obviously known for a lot of their yoga type clothing.
Definitely.
And their casual clothing as well. I know my wife has one of these that she's been wearing around and she loves it. So
and then
you don't have to take my word for it.
Right. No, but there's so many different options. Then you have kind of a shorter version here.
Yeah, and here's a Lole skirt, which really ebbs into more. In fact, I want to get it frontwards. Almost a little more active. I mean, if you were
Right.
going out and doing something, I mean, this is a great piece. But it still trends into that. It's a classy looking item, and it's something that you
Right.
could wear out anywhere in Summit County.
Exactly. It has some of those details that are gonna, that are gonna be flattering on you. That are, it's so nice to have in some of that activewear. So again,
Right.
I mean, so perfect. And you gotta love those things that are gonna serve more than one purpose, which is always nice.
Just a couple more pieces that go with some of the skirts. I mean, there's another
yeah.
shirt from Prana.
Love
You know,
it.
some of the really lightweight fabrics. Some of the
Yeah.
things that you can just throw on. You don't have to worry about them wrinkling up. They wash up really well.
Right.
So they're simple. Which is what we try and really support. But they still look nice.
Right. This is another one of those shorts that has kind of that burnout pattern, but you have to really kind of see it up close like that. And then, of course, all those bright colors that are really in this season. Then you got to love the little details, too, with the little buttons and just, those nice girly details that we like to have as well.
Right. So, and I'll tell you, this morning I was in the shop grabbing some pieces to bring in, and it was hard to pick. I mean, we've got a great selection right now. We have a lot of clothing in the store.
You do, Scott. I was
So-
in there last week, and I was having a hard time getting out the door with just what I came in for because there's so much to choose from. So what are your typical hours?
We are open up until the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. We are open 9 to 6.
Okay.
In the Dillon store, which is where the majority of this clothing is at, it's 7 days a week.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 10 to 6.
Oh,
10 to
okay,
6. I
10 to
said that
6, all right.
incorrectly. And then starting the Friday of Memorial Day weekend and through the summer, we will be open 9 to 7 in both stores.
Wow. And then you, of course, have the shop on Main Street, Frisco, which is a great place to go if you need some biking advice. Maybe you need to get your bike tuned,
Main
or you
Street,
need to go and
Frisco.
pick one
We'll
up.
get some bikes in here sooner than later. I mean,
yeah.
bikes is a huge part of what we do.
Right.
Anything from, a path bike just to get you out and start that fitness up to full functioning S-Works race bikes, for, professional athletes. So
Nice. So much to choose from. I gotta tell you. I mean, I think I've admitted you guys to this before, but I'm not a huge fan of shopping. But in shops like Wilderness Sports, I can get lost in there for hours because there's so much fun and so many great things to look at and things that I'm going to use constantly. So
right.
I mean,
and what we really try to encourage people to do on any of the gear, if you come in, ask questions. I mean, ask us. Everybody's got different perspectives on things. We've tried to use most of the gear that we sell. And that's really what we try and help people with, is making sure they get the right piece. It's going to last them a long time.
Well, definitely stop on it. It's one of my favorite shops here in Summit County. You're going to love it too. And some great ideas for Mom that are actually going to be functional, that she's going to love. So stop on in this weekend. We're going to take another quick break here on Summit Sunrise, but more still to come on your weekend edition.